Okay.
We're going to leave at 4:10. Got it. Set a camera for tonight.
Yeah, for my phone. This is the same one. Bought one for my phone. That one's wearing out.
This one.
Test.
We have corner the coach of our boys varsity team, Matt Luce, of course, in his inaugural year here, guiding this Trojans basketball team. And coach, in the last outing, I thought your kids into the game. 57-39, you beat Monroe Central.
Well, thanks, Lorenzo. We were really proud of them. We actually were proud of their second half versus Mount Vernon and their 4 quarters versus Monroe Central. And
sound check 1. Sound check 1. Test 1. Testing. Lorenzo Pettiford from the field house. Lorenzo Pettiford from the field house. Sound check 1. Sound check 1. Sound check 1. Sound check 1. Testing 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Sound check 1. Sound check 1. Sound check on mic 2. Testing 1, 2, 3 on mic 2. Level check 1. Level check 1 on mic 2. Okay, we are now doing a sound check for the Nash 1025 apps. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. On the Nash app, Lorenzo Pettiford doing a sound check. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Level check one. Level check one on the Nash apps. The Newcastle Trojans will host the Delta Eagles tonight. We are in our sound check with the JV game just about ready to start. Varsity play-by-play call with yours truly, Lorenzo Pettiford and cameraman Ryan James. We'll be starting roughly around 7:30 for the tip-off of the varsity game. We are just doing sound checks now. And this is mic number two. Mic number two on the Nash app. Testing mic number 2. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. Mic 2 sound check. Mic 2 sound check.
I think control is a great word that we've used as coaches with our team this year about controlling the clock,
North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins and losses, more than X's and O's, playing for my coaches and teammates, our opponents, and the officials. High school
Good evening, Trojan basketball fans, and welcome to Game 18 for your 8-9 led Matt Luce Newcastle Trojans Green Mean Fighting Trojans Machine. This Trojans team has put together two good back-to-back games in their last two outings, and tonight they're going to go for victory number 3 in a row versus Hoosier Heritage Conference foe, the Eagles of Delta, and their ninth-year head coach, Mark Detweiler. Coach Detweiler is a 28-year veteran coach. He's been at Delta for 9 years, and he's just 2 wins away from career victory number 400. If the Trojans have that winning formula tonight and go ahead and win tonight's Hoosier Heritage Conference basketball game, this will be the first time all season that they have won 3 games in a row. So, it's the Trojans host the Eagles on our Nash 1025 app, Nash FM 1025.com, and our video stream on YouTube. Just go to the NC Trojans Report. So, let the round ball fly high. Newcastle Trojans basketball will start now. Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. Always a special hello to my youngsters that are tuning in for tonight's high school basketball matchup between our Delta Eagles and between our Newcastle Trojans, I should say, and the Delta Eagles. Mark Detweiler has been coaching for 28 years. The last 9 have been at Delta High School. And at Delta, he's amassed a record of 163 victories to 61 losses. He's been coaching for over 28 years, as I mentioned earlier. 398 victories to 254 defeats. Folks, this guy can win some basketball games, and he has been a true nemesis for the Newcastle Trojans. In fact, you got to go all the way back to the 2021 season, the last time the Trojans did beat this Delta Eagles program while Detweiler was in charge. Last year, the Eagles once again beat us in the regular season and in sectional play. 3 years in a row that has happened, folks, where the Delta Eagles has won the regular season game, and then a few weeks later, they've knocked Newcastle out of the tournament for the last 3 years. Again, last year the Eagles were 17-8. They won the section over Newcastle 50-37, and then in regional play, they beat Blackhawk 45-43 in a tight one. But the semi-state is where Mark Detweiler and the Eagles teams have been struggling the last 3 years, as last year they lost to East Chicago Central 62-40. 2 years ago, they lost the semi-state championship game to South Bend St. Joe in overtime, 44-41. And then 3 years ago, they made it to the semi-state and they lost to Northwood, 51-36. And Northwood went on to win the state championship that year. So he is a good coach. He's running a good program, and the Trojans will have a very tough contest tonight on their home court. As always, I had a chance to sit down with the Trojans head skipper, Mr. Matt Luce, to talk about their last win against Franklin County and preview tonight's matchup against the Eagles of Delta. And here's how our conversation went. For our pregame talk, head coach Matt Luce joined us once again. And coach, first of all, congratulations on getting the 8th win of the season against Franklin County, 49-40.
Yeah, any win, and any time that your team pulls together and plays well together, and our guys are just showing a lot of team togetherness, a lot of attitude towards making the right plays and trying to do what the coaching staff wants, and we're just really proud of them. It's been another great week of practice. We got a huge test here on our home court, and the Delta Eagles come in with a winning program, and we'll have to play well in order to win.
I was really impressed once again with your, at both ends of the court, but really with your defense, coach. You holding the
7 in the first quarter. They had 16 at the half. I mean, that's probably right where you want it to happen.
Yeah, we're talking about playing every night, every practice like it's a sectional final, and the sectional final is going to be 50 to 40 or 48 to 47, and we're talking about making every defensive possession matter, every offensive possession matter. We pride ourselves in playing fast or slow, but making the right play. And I think our guys are believing in it, and they trust what's going on, and we're just trying again to play winning into the season basketball. And it's taken us a while to come together, but I really like our kids. I just like the way they treat me and respect me and respect our coaches. And it's just showing every day in school and every day in practice.
Once again, Eminem leads you in scoring. Mason Miller. And what can you say about this senior coach? He's just been doing a solid job for you all year.
Well, I mean, most importantly, Mason Miller is just leading us, being a leader. Whether he's the leading scorer, leading rebounder, guarding the best player. He had 0 turnovers the last 2 games. He just acts.
And those were some comments by head coach Matt Luce before our battery went dead in our fifth quarter. So that was a quicker answer than I had planned. Basically, he was talking about how Mason Miller has not only been a leader on the court, he's been a leader in the classroom, off the court. He does all those little things that help this Trojans team when it comes to leadership in so many different areas. He was also going to talk about Nick Godby and Luke Mendoza, who didn't play much varsity basketball last year, but boy, have they really been improving each and every game. And now that this season is in the final few weeks of the regular season, they have really improved a lot, and they're going to be ready for tournament play in a couple of weeks. By the way, the tournament draw show, where every team will know their path in the boys state tournament, will happen 1 week from this Sunday. That's right, folks. 1 week from this Sunday will be the tournament draw show for the boys state tournament. And this Newcastle team, as well as the Delta Eagles, if the past has anything to do with it, they'll meet up somewhere in sectional play, whether it's game 1, 2, or the championship. That has been the case for the last 3 years. Newcastle and Delta have hooked up. Last year, it was the Eagles again over the Trojans in the sectional 50 to 37. So the Eagles win that sectional last year for the third year in a row. They won the regional for the third year in a row, and for the third year in a row, it was the semi-states that knocked them out of tournament play. Matt Luce, again, I said that head coach Mark Detweiler for the Eagles was 2 wins away from the magical 400 total victories in his career. Detweiler's been coaching for 28 years. Matt Luce has been coaching for 24 years, and he's only 7 wins away from that magical 400 mark. So these two coaches know how to coach some high school basketball. So, by the way, congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks since we were last on the air. The Seahawks are your NFL Super Bowl champions, taking out the Patriots. And I tell you what, that defense by the Eagles was on display once again, and they propelled the Seahawks to victory, along with some solid quarterback play once again from Mr. Darnold. Darnold has really shown that he is on his way to becoming an elite quarterback at this rate. So he's already got an elite defense. That's going to help you as a quarterback to reach that elite status. And who knows? The way that defense is set, they just might repeat next year. But there's quite a few other teams that's going to try to get better, and we'll see how the NFL season will shake out. Our Colts were on pace to do some special things before some injuries started taking their good play out. At one point, the Colts were 8-2 and a solid second team, I think it was the second or third team that was favored to win the Super Bowl last year before the injury bug kicked in. So the Colts have got a lot to work on, some deals to be made, and we'll see if they can respond. And hopefully Mr. Jones, our starting quarterback, will heal up and be just as potent as he was last year. So again, congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks. We are just about set for tip-off. By the way, the junior varsity Eagles beat the Newcastle Trojans 51-36 to get the junior varsity game earlier tonight. And congratulations to my good buddy who runs, of course, Walls Furniture and Mattress, Mr. Craig Robbins. His son plays on the junior varsity team. He dresses varsity sometimes. Cole Robbins, he played a solid JV game, scoring 14 points, so I know he's proud. We're going to take a timeout because we're ready to honor America. We're going to come back with the starting lineup. The Trojans hosting the Eagles.
Football has taught me respect for my coaches and teammates, our opponents, and the officials.
On the softball field, I learned how to be accountable for my actions and how they affect the rest of my team.
Every game reminds us that humility means winning with class and losing with grace. I'm Dante Pope from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ash Snelfers from North Cozy High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins and losses, highs and lows, success and failure, they are all part of being a student athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these ups and downs on the field prepares us to handle them off the field, too.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty. Be a champion of high school sports and the lessons they teach by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing character. This is education-based athletics. This is your IHSAA.
Animals are languishing in U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look a certain way. These dogs are just as deserving of loving homes as any type of dog, which is why we decided to help them get out of kennels. Join the thousands of supporters of our mission to help us expand our national reach and proudly place more dogs from kennels into their forever homes. To learn more about our mission, please visit us at kennel2couch.org.
Animals are languishing in U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look a certain way. These dogs are just as deserving of loving homes as any type of dog, which is why we decided to help them get out of kennels.
And back we are inside the field house for Thursday night high school basketball. And we're going to get you set now for the starting lineup. We'll start first of all for the Eagles of Delta and their ninth-year head coach, Mark Detweiler. The Eagles coming with a record of 10-7. They're averaging 50 points a ball game, giving up 46. Starting for the Eagles will be number 3, a 5'10 senior, Lucas Bragg, 10 points, 2.5 rebounds per contest. Number 5 is Chase Phillips, a 6'3 junior, 10 points, 6.5 boards, and a team-high 3 assists a game. Number 11 is Ryan Lynch. He is a 5'8 sophomore, 9 points, 2 boards, and 2 assists a game. Number 50 is Walker Johnson. He's a 6'7 freshman, 8 points, 6.5 rebounds a game. And round out the starting 5 is Madden Ramsey, a 6' junior, 6 points and 1 rebound a game. And now the starting lineup for your Newcastle Trojans. Number 10, the 5'9 sophomore, Maddox Melton, 5.5 points, 2 boards, and dishing out 2 assists a game. Another guard was a 6' junior, Braylon Bennett. He wears number 22, 7.5 points, 2 boards, and an assist a game. Number 24 is Nick Godby. He is a 6'3 sophomore. Godby is averaging 3 points and 3 rebounds. Number 40 is Luke Mendoza. He's a 6' sophomore, averaging 3 points and 4 rebounds. And rounding out the starting 5 is the team's leading scorer, number 4, the 6'1 senior, Eminem Mason Miller, 16.5 points, 2 boards, and 3 assists. So it's Mendoza, Godby, Melton, Bennett, and Miller. Matt Lucas starting 5. and Hoosier Heritage Conference play against the Eagles tonight. The three men wearing the black and white uniforms, Lance Ringler, Brandon Chambers, and Ryan Fitzgerald, the three men in charge of the refereeing duties tonight. So it will be the 6'7" freshman Walker Johnson in the center circle against the 6'3" sophomore Nick Godby. Both teams have played 17 games. Newcastle is 8-9. The Eagles are 10-7. Here is Ringler to throw it up at the center circle, and it will be controlled by the Eagles, and we're underway. Hoosier Heritage Conference basketball. This is Lynch with the pumpkin. Now top of the key, it's Bragg. Goes to the right wing. He will go top of the key. That is Phillips. Inside to Johnson. He puts it on the court. Miller, he gets triple team, and Miller comes in and strips it away. First turnover on the Eagles on their first offensive touch. Now Newcastle on their first offensive touch. Bennett gives it to Godby. Back to Bennett, left wing. Bennett will go left corner to Melton. The Eagles are going to open up in a man-to-man defense as well. And Newcastle tries to get it to Miller. They were lucky. That almost went off of Miller, but they said it went off of Lynch. It will stay Trojans basketball. Just underway. Glad to have you on board. Lorenzo Pettiford with the play-by-play call, and Ryan James on my camera. Here is Miller with the pumpkin. Goes right wing to Bennett. Bennett will look inside, nothing there. Godby's got it. Godby will give it to Melton. Melton will launch a three. It's good. Melton, if you give him space, he is a deadly shooter. Shows off that range there. The Trojans have their first lead, 3-0. Here's the Eagles on their second offensive touch. This is Lynch. Now Walker at the right elbow. Down low to Bragg. On the right block. Bragg will throw it back out, and that almost went in the backcourt. The Eagles save it. And here's the three by Lynch in the left corner. No good. Newcastle gets their first rebound of the ball game. Melton across the timeline. Melton will not use the pick by Mendoza. Mendoza will give it back to Melton. Melton will go down the right side of the lane and get cut off. Now he'll give it to Godby. Now Miller. High right side. We have played about a minute and 50 seconds now of this opening quarter. Melton, left corner, Bennett, back to Melton. Melton into the paint briefly. He'll try bounce past to Mendoza. That gets knocked away off an Eagle. It will stay Trojans basketball. Newcastle will inbounds underneath their own basket. Bennett will have the honors. Right corner to Godby. Back to Bennett. We have now went under the 6-minute mark. Bennett three, right side air ball. Mendoza with the rebound and the putback. Luke Mendoza carving out some space underneath to get that offensive rebound. And Newcastle leads 5-0. Here's Bragg with the pumpkin. High right side. This is Ramsey. Now they'll throw a bounce pass intended for Lynch. Thrown away. That is their second turnover on the Eagles. Here's Melton, top of the key. Trojans up 5-0. 5:20 to play in the opening quarter. Clock is ticking. Mendoza with the pumpkin. He will give it to Godby. Right wing to Bennett. Bennett will go right baseline. He gets cut off. Out to Mendoza, top of the key. One dribble to Miller. Miller will not use Mendoza's pick. Mendoza will hand it back to Miller. Oh, it's stolen. First turnover on Newcastle. This is Lynch with the rock. Now Bragg's going to launch a deep three, and that's good. That thing brought rain. Bragg comes in shooting 27%, 25 out of 94. Knocks down his first trifecta, and it's 5-3. Newcastle with the lead in the basketball. Ryan Sturgis will be checking in for the Trojans on the next dead ball. Miller's three, left corner, no good, and the rebound is the Eagles. Bragg. Now he gives it to Phillips. It is Lynch from the right side on the take. He misses it. Rebound Newcastle. Here's Bennett on the breakaway. Going to the hoop. Left-handed layup up. No good. But he will draw that fag on Lucas. He will draw that foul on Lucas Bragg. That will be Lucas Bragg's first. And the team's first. And going to the line the first time tonight will be Braylon Bennett. 61% on the season, 11 out of 18. This first one is up and good. Bennett will have one more. Newcastle as a team is shooting 70%, 131 out of 187. And Bennett will go 2 for 2 in that set. Trojans lead is at 4, 7 to 3. Bennett and Mendoza have checked out. Lucas Eaton and Ryan Sturgis have checked in. Here comes the Eagles across the timeline. Lynch dribbling. Now to Walker on the right elbow. Guarded by Godby, and he will throw it away. Third turnover on the Eagles leads to a fast break opportunity, and the Trojans cannot convert. And the Eagles get the rebound, but then they throw it away. 4 turnovers in this opening quarter on Delta. Mark Detweiler's teams usually do a pretty good job of protecting the basketball. That was a deep three by Melton. That will be short. Rebound Eagles. This year, the Eagles are averaging 12 turnovers a ball game. Newcastle's coughing it up 10 times a game. Down low on the right block, it's Bragg. Tough shot up, no good. Walker with the rebound. He's spinning and trying to kick it out. He does to Lynch. Lynch back into Walker. Walker will go up and score. I tell you, this kid's only a freshman, and you can tell he's got some talent. He is going to be something by the time his senior year rolls around. 7-5 is your score. Trojans have the lead, and the pumpkin. It is Lucas Eaton trying to get it to Sturgis. Can't, so Godby comes out. He will get it, and he'll give it to Miller. The Eagles doing a good job of hounding those guards of Newcastle. Eaton will not launch a three. Instead, he gives it to Godby, who looks at it but still won't take. Newcastle showing some patience on this possession. Sturgis, high right elbow area, now gives it to Melton. 2:25 left in this opening quarter. Melton, stop, start, now gets into the paint, pass to Godby. Top of the key, Sturgis. Melton, high left side. Lucas Eaton will come over and set a screen. Melton won't use it. Now Godby's got it. Dribbles to the right side. He gets stripped. Turnover Newcastle. Their second. Off to the races is Lynch. He misses it. Rebound is to Ramsey. He misses it. And here comes Newcastle. Melton on a take from the right side. Strong layup for Mavax Melton to get his 5th point. 9-5 is your score. And Mark Detweiler says, I want to talk things over with 1 minute and 45 seconds left in the first. Back with more Trojans basketball after this TO.
More than X's and O's, playing high school football has taught me respect for my coaches and teammates, our opponents, and the officials.
On the softball field, I learned how to be accountable for my actions and how they affect the rest of my team.
Every game reminds us that humility means winning with class and losing with grace. I'm Dante Pope from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ashton Elpers from North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins and losses, highs and lows, success and failure, they are all part of being a student athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these ups and downs on the field prepares us to handle them off the field, too.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Be a champion of high school sports and the lessons they teach by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing character. This is education-based athletics. This is your IHSAA.
Here is Delta coming out of their timeout with the basketball. Bragg gives it to Peters, who was checked in for the Eagles. Jackson Peters, 4 points and 1 rebound a game. Bragg with the pumpkin, loses control. Turnover number 5 on Delta in this opening quarter. They average 12 a game, and they're going to hit the halfway point in this opening quarter. 1:10 left in the period. Melton, top of the key. Mendoza asks for help, and Melton comes over and gets it back. Now it's Lucas Eaton. Eaton will hand off to Sturgis on the right wing. Sturgis, top of the key to Mendoza. Miller, guarded tightly in the right corner, will fake and now go to Eaton. Eaton dribbles to the right side and gives it high right side to Miller. Lucas Eaton with the pumpkin. Newcastle again, a lot of patience on this possession. The Trojans almost turn it over. Here's Mendoza with it. Left corner, it's Sturgis. 25 seconds left in the period. Mendoza out to Melton. Newcastle will probably go ahead and put it the rest of these 20 seconds in the deep freeze and go for one. 15 seconds. Melton, top of the key, deep three. In and out, no good. Walker with that rebound. And here come the Eagles. That three by Melton might have been a tad early. Now the Eagles have a shot at the end of the quarter, and they will hit a spin move by Lynch in the middle of the lane to give them their 7 points. The Trojans will lead at the end of one, 9-7. We'll take our end of the quarter break. Come back with second quarter action on the Nash 1025 app, Nash FM. 1025.com and our video stream on YouTube. Just type in the NC Trojans Report. Back with second quarter action right after this.
Animals are languishing in U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look a certain way. These dogs are just as deserving of loving homes as any type of dog, which is why we decided to help them get out of kennels. Join the thousands of supporters of our mission to help us expand our national reach and proudly place more dogs from kennels into their forever homes. To learn more about our mission, please visit us at kennel2couch.org.
Back we are inside the field house in beautiful Newcastle, Indiana. Yours truly, Lorenzo Pettiford, sitting mid-court. Brian James operating the camera directly behind me. The Newcastle Trojans scored 9 points in the opening quarter. They hold Delta to 7. So the Trojans will start this second quarter with a 2-point lead and the rock. Sturgis to inbounds. And it looks like Melton to receive the pass. So it's Sturgis, Melton, Eaton, Miller, and Mendoza out there for Newcastle, although Braylon Bennett and Nick Godby will be checking in on the next dead ball. Here's Lucas Eaton, high left side, goes to Mendoza, back to Eaton, high pass and a little hot. Eaton couldn't control it. First turnover in the quarter for Newcastle, third in the first half. Eaton and Melton have checked out. Bennett and Godby have checked in. So out there for Newcastle, it's Mason Miller, Braylon Bennett, Nick Godby, Ryan Sturgis, and Luke Mendoza. For the Eagles, it is Jackson Peters. This is Chase Phillips now down low to number 23, Cade Utzler has checked in. And Ramsey is out there as well. He hasn't came out. Ryan Ramsey. Here's Ramsey with the pumpkin. Top of the key area. Tries to go down the right side. Gets cut off. He'll give it to Bragg. Lucas Bragg, a three in the air, and it's good. That is his second trifecta. Had one in the opening quarter. He leads all scorers with 6 points here in the first half. He's got 6 out of their 10. Newcastle trails for the first time tonight, 10-9. Down low on the left block to Mason Miller. He'll get established. Miller is only a 6'1" frame, but he does so good when he posts up defenders on the blocks. We've seen that all year long. Newcastle recaptures the lead 11-10. Eagles basketball. That's Phillips with it down the right side of the lane underneath the hoop. He'll go to Bragg in the left corner. Bragg will get it out now. Ramsey right side to Phillips. Phillips guarded by Godby. Phillips gets to the free throw line. He's double teamed now. He's in the paint, and he just kicks it out in time before the 3-second call. Here's Ramsey. Pull-up free throw jumper is up, or make that Lynch, rather. Pull-up free throw jumper by Lynch is good. And the Eagles, back and forth we go on these lead changes in this second quarter. Godby trying to get it to Miller. Good defense on Mason Miller. Now he'll finally call that arm grab on Lynch. That will be his first and the team's first here in the second quarter. Ryan Sturgis has checked out. Milton back in for Newcastle. Here's Braylon Bennett with the pumpkin. 5:35 left in this first half. The Eagles are up 1, 12-11. Milton, right corner area to Mendoza. He tries to go down low to Godby. Pass was deflected. Godby gets it anyway. And then they're going to call Godby with using that off arm, trying to clear out some space. So the offensive foul on Godby will be his first, the team's first here in the second quarter. That's the Trojans' second turnover in the quarter, fourth in the ballgame. These two coaches, Matt Luce and Mark Detweiler. I'm going to do the math real quick. 298 to 791 victories they have combined for. Detweiler, 398. Coach Matt Luce, 393. 791 wins. Here's Eagles basketball. Jackson Peters, top of the key. Right side, that is Lynch. Now it is Phillips. Phillips will give it to Ramsey. Now down low to the big fella. Johnson will score easily with that type of position and that frame underneath. We've got a timeout on the court. Eagles are in the lead 14-11. Back with more exciting basketball after this time.
Animals are languishers in U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look a certain way. These dogs are just as deserving of loving homes as any type of dog, which is why we decided to help them get out of kennels. Join the thousands of supporters of our mission to help us expand our national reach and proudly place more dogs from kennels into their forever homes. To learn more about our mission,
You never
please
beat
visit
him.
us at kenneltocouch.org.
My name is Bobby.
Lorenzo Pettiford, Ryan James, Trojans, Thursday night basketball on our Nash 1025 app, NashFM1025.com, and our video stream on YouTube at the NC Trojans Report. Eagles are in the lead 14-11, 4 minutes and 25 seconds left in this first half, and bombs away Bennett from that left corner. Will stroke it in. That's a trifecta. Tie ball game at 14. Clock's not running. The Stripes had to stop it and say, hey, let's get the clock running. They don't like to ref too many games with the clock stopped. They'll ask for more money. So you better get that clock moving. I know I'm going to ask for more if they don't start the clock. 14-14, 4:11 to play in the first half. It is Eagles basketball. Who's your Heritage Conference basketball game tonight? Both of these teams are the bottom two. Newcastle hasn't won a game in conference. The Eagles have only won one. Down low to Walker, and he's going to draw the foul on Godby. That's going to be Godby's second. Godby established pretty good defensive position, is what Coach Luce is saying. Walker kind of initiated that contact. Give the freshman credit for being willing to mix it up inside. That first free throw by Walker Johnson is in and out, no good. He comes in shooting 56% on the season, 20 out of 36. He'll have one more to try to break the 14-14 tie with 3 minutes and 55 seconds left in the first half. Here is his second free throw, and that's too strong. Rebound fought for, and the Trojans have got it. So Walker goes 0 for 2. Melton with the pumpkin. He will give it to Godby. Out to Bennett. Left wing area to Melton. Top of the key area, Bennett. Bennett will keep his dribble alive and hand it off to Miller. 3 in the air off the mark. Godby with a strong rebound. Kicks it out to Bennett. Nice rebound by Nick Godby. Gives Newcastle another opportunity to get some points. Try to break this 14-14 tie. Miller for another time from the right side. Gets his first trifecta of the night. 42 out of 119 is Mason Miller from the three-point arc. That's 35%. Newcastle recaptures the lead, 17-14. Lynch with the pumpkin. Now Walker, free throw line. Back to Lynch. Three's in the air. And it gets a nice roll. So Lynch gets his first three ball. He shoots 29% out there, 19 out of 65 coming into tonight's contest. We have at least our third tie at 17. Miller from the right area for a three, no good. And here comes the Eagles. 2:25 left on the clock. A nice block by Godby. That's going to be the sixth turnover on the Eagles. Sturgis has got a three working short. Godby getting another rebound. Gives it to Miller in the paint, and they will score. Mason Miller with 7 points in the quarter. Nick Godby is just living on the boards. That's got to be his third or fourth rebound here in the first half. And Newcastle regains the lead, 19-17. 1:50 left in the first half. Bragg gives it to Peters. Peters gets a pick by Phillips. Now Phillips, one-on-one move against Bennett in the paint, kicks it back out to Lynch. Lynch will use that pick by Phillips, and that's going to set up Peters for a three, and he will knock it down. Timeout on the court. It's a full timeout. The Eagles lead 20-19, 1:25 left in the first half. Back with more Trojans basketball after this TEO.
I'm a veteran and lost my leg to a roadside bomb. My victory was going from a wheelchair to becoming a weightlifting champion.
I'm Sam. I'm a veteran. My victory was finding a career I can be proud of and supporting my family.
America's veterans are on their most important tour, the tour of their lives.
I'm a veteran. My victory is going from homeless to home.
At DAV, we're on a mission to help veterans get the benefits they've earned.
I'm a veteran, and my victory was finishing my education.
DAV offers veterans of all generations a lifetime of support for victories great and small.
My victory was proving that disability is not a limitation.
My victory was getting my service dog a new best friend.
We help more than 1 million veterans every year as they face and conquer their challenges.
My victory is being able to be there for my family.
When America's veterans win, we all win. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
We are back with the Delta Eagles clinging to a 1-point lead, 20-19. 1:25 left here in the first half, and Mason Miller will bring it across the timeline. Eagles have been in a man most of this first half. It looks like they might have switched the zone on this possession, and Newcastle will throw it away. That is their third turnover in the quarter, fifth in the first half. So with 70 seconds left, let's see how Mark Detweiler and the Eagles are going to play this with a 1-point lead. They go into their weave action. Peters gets cut off. Now Phillips has got it. Lynch to the free throw line. Bragg. Now Lynch again, high left wing area. Gets to the free throw line, trying to spin. Gets double teamed. And they're going to call a foul on Braylon Bennett. It's going to be Bennett's first. The team's third in this quarter. 48.7 seconds left in the first half. Eagles will inbounds to Peters. Here's Walker on the left elbow, guarded by Mendoza. Down low to Bragg on the left block. Out to Lynch, left wing. Now Bragg in the left corner. I think the Eagles are just a few seconds away from going for one here. Under 30 seconds, and I see the Delta Eagles coach signal one. So with 25 seconds, they'll work this clock down. And the worst scenario for the Eagles is they want to go into the halftime locker room up one. Although, here's a drive by Phillips. He tries to pass to Walker with 16 seconds left, and Newcastle will knock it out of bounds. Coach Luce thought it went off of Walker. It's going to stay Delta basketball. So just when I thought they were going for one, they almost went on and took a shot there. In the paint, Phillips, guarded by Bennett, shot up and good. Nice pump fake by Phillips to get Bennett off his feet. They lead by 3, the Eagles do, with 3 seconds left. Miller, left-handed layup will roll out. It will roll out at the halftime horn. That thing looked like it was going to drop in. Instead, it rolls out. And at the half, the Eagles will go into their halftime locker room with the 3-point lead, 22-19. So Newcastle got outscored in that quarter, 15-10. And that's why the Trojans will go into the halftime locker room trailing 22-19. We'll take our end of the quarter break. We'll gather up the stats, come back with a special halftime guest. It's all happening on the Newcastle Trojans Thursday night basketball style. Nash 102.5 app, Nash FM 102.5.com, and our video stream on YouTube. Just simply type in the NC Trojans Report. Back with our halftime show after this time out.
More than X's and O's, playing high school football has taught me respect for my coaches and teammates, our opponents, and the officials.
On the softball field, I learned how to be accountable for my actions and how they affect the rest of my team.
Every game reminds us that humility means winning with class and losing with grace. I'm Dante Pope from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ashton Elpers from North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins and losses, highs and lows, success and failure, they are all part of being a student athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these ups and downs on the field prepares us to handle them off the field too.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Be a champion of high school sports and the lessons they teach by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing character. This is education-based athletics. This is your IHSAA.
Animals are languishing in U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look a certain way. These dogs are just as deserving of loving homes as any type of dog, which is why we decided to help them get out of kennels. Join the thousands of supporters of our mission to help us expand our national reach and proudly place more dogs from kennels into their forever homes. To learn more about our mission, please visit us at kennel2couch.org.
Animals are languishing in U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look a certain way. These dogs are just as deserving of loving homes as any type of dog, which is why we decided to help them get out of kennels. Join the thousands of supporters of our mission to help us expand our national reach and proudly place more dogs from kennels into their forever homes. To learn more about our mission, please visit us at kennel2couch.org.
My name is Bobby. I'm a veteran who lost my leg to a roadside bomb. My victory was going from a wheelchair to becoming a weightlifting champion.
I'm Sam. I'm a veteran. My victory was finding a career I can be proud of and supporting my family.
America's veterans are on their most important tour, the tour of their lives.
I'm a veteran. My victory is going from homeless to home.
At DAV, we're on a mission to help veterans get the benefits they've earned.
I'm a veteran, and my victory was finishing my education.
DAV offers veterans of all generations a lifetime of support for victories great and small.
My victory was proving your disability is not a limitation.
My victory was getting my service dog a new best friend.
We help more than 1 million veterans every year as they face and conquer their challenges.
My victory is being able to be there for my family.
When America's veterans win, we all win. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
A tree can be a warrior, battling global challenges with greater courage. A tree can be a solution, cleaning our air, supporting our communities, and protecting our wildlife. A tree can be noble, growing hope in every corner of the world. That's why now is the time for trees. Millions of trees. Join our planting movement at arborday.org. Get on board. The water.
And back we are, halftime here inside the field house in an always beautiful Newcastle, Indiana. Lorenzo Pettiford sitting midcourt. Ryan James, my good cameraman, operating us so you can watch and hear the game on YouTube. And before we get to our halftime stats, again, I want to welcome you to our halftime show. I told you we had a special guest lined up for us. One of our great sponsors, the owner of Walls Furniture and Mattress, Mr. Craig Robbins, joins us here for halftime. And Craig, you and I have known each other, oh my gosh, I don't even want to do the math to make us both look older than what we are right now. But let's just say we've been good friends and known each other for quite some time. And I can remember when your youngster, Cole Robbins, was born. That's how long. And now he's playing for the Delta Eagles and doing a good job wearing that blue and gold uniform. We're going to do our best to get him to try to find a way to move here. Maybe we got to entice you to move to Newcastle and that whole freshman class. But nonetheless, Cole Robbins, great game in the JV game. I know you're a proud dad. I had him for 14 points.
Yes, it's a lot of fun to watch, and you're right. I mean, it seems like it wasn't that long ago. He was 1, 2 years old. We're in the store, and we're thinking about we're almost dreaming of like this day, where you're calling the game and my boy's playing. So man, it happened fast. But you're right. This is a beautiful place. This is an iconic gym, and just to see him have a good performance here, it's an honor.
And Mark Detweiler, what a coach to be playing under. He's just 2 wins away, Craig. I don't know if I do this. From that magical 400 he comes in tonight. 398 wins in those 28 years he's been coaching to 254 losses. He knows how to win this ball game.
He is a player's coach, and we hear that a lot. He relates with the players. He goes above and beyond, and he cares for them, and that's what gets these kids to perform nowadays. Back when we were younger, it was the hardcore yelling and screaming, the Bobby Knight way. But now it's a completely different game, and Detweiler does a great job. And actually, today's his birthday, so happy birthday, Coach.
I didn't know that. All right. So again, our special halftime guest, the owner of Walls Furniture and Mattress, Craig Robbins. And Craig, as my long-term sponsor of my sports show going back years and being a part of even the Newcastle broadcast and being a sponsor there, there's just so many good things to talk about every single week at Walls Furniture and Mattress. Not because you're a great run business sometimes, but just because of your involvement in the community and beyond. That's what Walls has built a strong reputation on.
That's right. You can buy furniture anywhere, and we at Walls do things a little differently. We like to give back, and ultimately that's what I'm here to do. I do a lot of things for the community. We sponsor a lot of events, and it wouldn't be possible if folks didn't come buy furniture from us. So we certainly appreciate each and every one of you and all the things, and coming to Muncie to shop for your furniture and mattress needs.
Get used to this, my friend. I get used to this all the time for my pregame show and postgame show, and halftime show is when I kind of turn around. Yeah. But of course, tax season's here, Craig. And whenever you think tax season, people have a little bit extra money in their purses or wallets, and they'd like to have their homes looking good, and you can do that for them.
That's right. Hey, my wife is no different. Here we've been stuck in the house for like a week. It seems like a month, and my wife's going, we want to get a new couch. We want to do this. I'm like, let me get back to work first. But you're right. We are all kind of spend a little bit of extra time inside. If you're wanting to upgrade, make the travel, pay us a visit. Always got ESPN on. Always talk sports.
That's right.
It's a cool place just to hang out.
And I love what Walls has been known for. You see so many furniture places mark up their furniture only to say we're going to mark it down, have this great sales. Walls always provides the lowest prices around on the highest quality of furniture.
That's right. I mean, let's be real. We all got phones in our pockets, right? So I'm not going to take the time, go around, mark things up to mark them down. I've got more integrity than that. And that whole philosophy is just archaic. You know, it's stuff that worked in the 80s and 90s. And today, what works is you take care of people. And when you take care of people, they come back. And ultimately, that's what we want. This guy's been selling these magazines since I was born.
Yeah. Gary Donna started it years ago, and he's kind of picked up where Gary Donna left off. Obviously, you're a Delta Eagle fan. Your son's there, and you went there, and so you're going to represent Delta. But when it comes to providing quality furniture and/or mattresses, it doesn't matter what team you play for, whether it's the Newcastle Trojans, Delta Eagles, Muncie Central Bearcats, anywhere in the East Central Indiana area, you've got to get to Walls Furniture and get the best deals going, as well as your mattresses. You can't talk enough about that.
That's right. You know, we like to do business with people that we like, and a lot of our mattresses, all of our mattresses, in fact, are made in Indiana. They're made by good people, by family members of all of us, and that's ultimately, you know, you support us, we also support Indiana. So, you know, taking care of the Hoosier business is very important to us.
Well, buddy, thanks for stopping by. Always good to see you. I got to turn around and get this second half going.
Right, here we go.
All right, so maybe the Eagles can have a shooting slump during this third quarter.
Hey, I'm just here for good basketball.
Craig Robbins, owner of Walls Furniture and Mattress, joined us in our halftime show. We're going to spin our chairs around and get ready for second half action as the Delta Eagles have a 3-point lead, 22-19, and both teams are on the court. Eagles basketball started off. And here we go. This is Lynch. Right side to Bragg. Now this is Ramsey. Phillips with the pumpkin, guarded by Mendoza. Operates that left block. Shot up Mendoza with the good block. Phillips gets it back, and then he loses it. That is their first turnover in the quarter, 7th in the ballgame. Craig Robbins, and I tell you, his lovely wife, Audrey, they are simply the best folks. And you hear me talk about Walls Furniture a lot. If you want good furniture at the lowest price, you got to go to Walls. You can shop. Walls will even tell you, shop around, come see them, and compare. Who is giving you this high quality furniture at the lowest price? It's Walls each and every day of the month. There's a foul on Lynch, his second of the Eagles, and that is the team's first here in the second half. Newcastle basketball, Miller right wing, guarded by Lynch. Now Godby will give it back to Miller. He'll make the three, and now he will launch a three. Short rebound is that. Godby trying to get it, almost pulls it off. Godby had 3 or 4 offensive rebounds in the first half. So he couldn't get that one, though, and it's 22-19 still. That's where we started this third quarter. That's where we're still at. Eagles on their second offensive touch to start the second half. Bragg with it. He'll go down low to Walker, the big fellow, will score. For Johnson, Walker Johnson will score, and he's got an and one coming. Godby will pick up his third foul, and the 56% free throw shooter, who was 0 for 2 in the second quarter, he was the only Eagle to shoot free throws in the first half, will have an and one here, and that will roll out. Godby with the rebound. So the Eagles are 0 for 3. All by Walker Johnson. Newcastle was 2 for 2 in the opening quarter by Bennett, and then they haven't been back to the line themselves. Here is a deflected pass, knocked off an Eagle. State Trojans basketball. We have played a minute and a half of this third quarter. Neither team has scored Eagles did score on the made basket by Johnson, and now Mendoza scoring from the left block area, and he's going to have an and one. That is Mendoza's second field goal. Foul was on Ryan Lynch, his third. So he will check out with those 3 fouls. Jackson Peters is checked in. And Luke Mendoza, the 43% free throw shooter, has the and one coming to try to make it a 2-point ball game, and he's short. Newcastle with the offensive rebound. Bennett up top. And they're going to call the 5-second count on Bennett, who didn't realize that he was being guarded so tightly. That's the Trojans' first turnover in the quarter, 6th in the ballgame. 24-21, Eagles with the lead in the Rock. 6 minutes remaining in this third quarter. A lot of basketball to be played. And if that's on Godby, that's going to be number 4. Fighting for position against Walker Johnson down low on that left block, and Godby does pick up his 4th. So he will come out. Lucas Eaton has checked in. Missed shot by the Eagles. Rebound will be Mason Miller. Here is Maddox Melton with the pumpkin. Miller, high left side. Pull up for a 3 look. Got it. His release is smooth and quick and velvety, and he knocks down that one for his second trifecta of the ball game. We have at least our 4th tie of 24. .520, clock is ticking left in this third quarter. Phillips almost lost it, gets it back and gives it to Jackson Peters. Peters right side to Ramsey. Peters with it, going right baseline, and will step on the line. That is their second turnover in the quarter, 8th of the ball game. Newcastle has 6 turnovers. And Ryan Lynch is going to check back in with those 3 fouls, and checking out will be Madden Ramsey. Under the 5-minute mark we go. Melton will walk it across the timeline, all tied at 24. Bennett, left elbow. Trying to get to Miller on the left block. He has to come all around the left wing to get control of the basketball. Miller, right side to Bennett. Bennett will not use Mendoza. Yeah, he will use Mendoza. Now Newcastle almost threw it away. Here's Mason Miller with the pumpkin. Left corner, this Melton. Attacking left baseline. Mendoza out to Mason Miller. Deep 3, no good. Mendoza gets the offensive rebound, but they said he will walk with it. So Eagles basketball. Braylon Bennett has checked out for Newcastle. Ryan Sturgis has checked in. Be good to see Sturgis get involved offensively here. He did not score in the first half. Such a good shooter. We'd love to see him get going in the second half. Right side, this is Peters. Now Bragg driving the right baseline. Spin move, pump fake. Can't do anything with it. Peters 3 from the left or right corner, no good. Walker Johnson with the rebound, and he traveled. Third turnover in the quarter by Eagles. 9th in the ball game. Again, they average 12 and a half. Newcastle averages 10 and a half. 24. We've been stuck at 24. We've been stuck at a couple minutes here. Miller out to Eaton. Matt Lou says, let's get into fist motion. Melton to Eaton. Back to Melton. Now it is Mendoza with the rock. He'll hand it off to Mason Miller. M&M does not use the Mendoza pick and said he'll pass to it. And now Miller will take it back. Newcastle Sturgis on a nice drive from the left side, and he came down on that left elbow, and he's in pain, folks. Walker Johnson hit him and knocked him down, and he came down on that left shoulder, and the pain is obvious. I'm hoping it's not, I even hate to say the word that I'm thinking of, but yeah, Sturgis is in a lot of pain. That foul on Johnson is his first. The team's third. Matt Luce with the trainer out there talking to Sturgis. That was a hard foul. He fell right on that left shoulder area. He seems to be getting some decent motion. And the good thing is, I don't think it is dislocated, is what I was going to say earlier. And since it's not, I can say it now. But Newcastle will go ahead and call a 30-second timeout. We'll keep this timeout here and read some other good sponsors like Duty Calls Plumbing. They're located at 490 Indiana Avenue in beautiful Newcastle, Indiana. Whether it's pipe repair, faucet installation, shower installation, plumbing leaks, call the family-owned and operated business known as Duty Calls Plumbing, because they can provide high-quality and expert plumbing solutions. Just call Duty Calls Plumbing at 765-310-1333. And of course, McDonald's located at 1720 South Memorial Drive in beautiful Newcastle, Indiana. Tasty burgers, world famous fries, always found at McDonald's, 1720 South Memorial Drive in beautiful Newcastle, Indiana. Sturgis shakes off that hard fall, and the 81% free throw shooter has two here. The first one is up and good. Good sign for Ryan Sturgis. 17 out of 21 coming into tonight's contest. That's 81%. He also shoots 35% beyond the arc. 26 out of 75 from out there. Second free throw by Sturgis is good. He goes 2 for 2. And the Trojans will recapture that lead, and we'll see if Sturgis is going to go to the end of the bench, talk to the trainer. He will not go into the locker room, which is also a good sign. Eagles basketball, 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Clock is ticking left in this third quarter. Hoosier Heritage Conference basketball. Newcastle's 0-5 in the conference. The Eagles are 1-3. Here's a push by Eaton on Phillips. That's going to be Lucas Eaton's first foul. And the team's third foul here in the third quarter. Peters will inbounds. He does to Phillips. Now Johnson, left elbow. Peters might have got away with a little walk there. Tosses up a running wild one. No good. Rebound Newcastle. Melton comes over, looks at head coach Matt Luce, gets some instructions. Now they'll get into their offense. Mendoza top the key. We'll go down the left side with some English. Luke Mendoza. With that left-handed spinning off the glass, English. It sneaks in the hoop. Nice move by Mendoza. Newcastle has a 4-point lead. I think that was their largest lead in the first half. Might have been five. And the Eagles will have their fourth turnover in this third quarter, 10th of the ball game. Newcastle trying to increase their 4-point lead here with 1 minute and 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Miller standing out the Trojan emblem. Between the legs dribble, goes to the right side. All the way to the hoop is Mason Miller. 5 points in the quarter for Mason, 12 in the ball game. He will lead all scorers with 12 points, and Newcastle has a 6-point lead, 30-24. This is Ramsey with the pumpkin. Right side is Bragg. Bragg driving the right baseline. Pump fake, shot up, no good, but he's fouled. This might be on Melton, and it is. That is Maddox Melton's first and the team's fourth. And going to the line for the first time tonight is Lucas Bragg. He shoots 77% from the charity stripe, 27 out of 35. First free throws up, and good. That is their first make from the line after Walker Johnson went 0 for 3. Bragg is now the second Eagle to shoot free throws. He'll have one more in this set, and he goes 2 for 2. 30 to 26, 1:20 left in the third. Trojans up 4 with the basketball. Miller gets a pick from Mendoza. Throws it to Melton. Melton gets cut off. Mendoza will hand back to Melton. 65 seconds left in the third quarter. Miller. Lucas Eden. Mendoza, top of the key. We go under the 50-second mark, left in the quarter. Eaton on a take from the right side. Blocked by Walker Johnson, but there was somebody, the ref said. That's going to be Johnson's second and the team's fourth. And going to the line is Lucas Eaton. He shoots right at 50%, 7 out of 14 coming into tonight's contest. He will have 2. Eaton's first free throw is up and too strong, no good. He will have one more. That is the Trojans' first miss tonight. They were 4 for 4, thanks to Braylon Bennett's 2 and Ryan Sturgis' 2. So Eaton trying to go 1 out of 2 in this set. Here's his second one. That looks better, and it is. Trojans now 5 out of 6 as a team from the charity stripe. And their lead is back to 5, 31 to 26. 35 seconds left in the third. Eagles will probably wind this down and go for one. Mark Detweitler giving instructions to his team. Here's Bragg out of the Trojan emblem. 25 seconds. Now Lynch high right side, guarded by Miller. The count is on. And that little bit of separation will restart the count. Now Mason Miller is sagging back. 10 seconds now. Lynch will go to the other side of the court. 7 seconds. He'll come back to the top of the key and shoot a 3. That's an air ball. And Newcastle's got it. And Bennett will launch. And that's how the third quarter will end. On the Trojan scoreboard, the Newcastle Trojans recapture the lead 31 to 26. We'll take our end of the quarter break and come back with the all-important fourth and final quarter. The Trojans lead 31-26. Back with that fourth quarter after these commercial messages.
It's open. It's time to go boating and fishing and leave stress in our wake. Feel the wind as we ride and a fish on the line. Reel in our first catch and feel the sun at our backs. It's get out on the water season. It's time to get on board. Find out where to get on board near you. Visit Take Me Fishing and Discover Boating to learn more. And please recreate responsibly.
Get on board.
Since the moment you were born, I've made 1,000 wishes. Wishes for your future. In a world that's changing fast. For all of the things you may one day do play and laugh. Do win and lose. Do learn from your mistakes. And challenge yourself to grow. Do not be afraid. Or make decisions based in fear. Do it all with confidence and with kindness and strength. Do call your mom.
And we are ready to start the fourth and final quarter. Trojans up 31 to 26, and they'll start off with the basketball here in the fourth quarter with the 5-point lead. Out there to start the fourth quarter, it's Braylon Bennett. Bombs away. Bennett will knock down a 3 ball. his second trifecta of the ball game. So Braylon Bennett, Mason Miller, Maddox Melton, Luke Mendoza, and Lucas Eaton out there on the court for the Trojans. The Eagles have Bragg, who literally walked and no call, Lynch with it, and an illegal screen by Cade Utzler. That's going to be the first turnover in the quarter, 10th of the ball game on the Eagles. So now Utzler will check out. So it is Madden Ramsey, Lucas Bragg, Chase Phillips, and trying to figure out, Lynch is out there. Ryan Lynch for the Eagles along with Walker Johnson. 34-26, Miller on a take, and he will score his 14th point to lead all scores. Trojans have opened up their largest lead of 10, 36-26 at the 6:55 mark of the game. Eagles to Walker on the right block. He will get into the middle of the paint, get pretty much right underneath the basket and lose it. That is their second turnover, 11th of the ball, second turnover in the quarter, 11th of the ball game on the Eagles. Trojans up 10. Here's a fast break opportunity for Mason Miller. The refs will let that extra contact go, and Miller now has 16 points, 16 of their 38. Here is Phillips on a good take from the right side. Uses that body extremely well. And now Coach Detweiler will call a timeout. It is a full, so we'll take one as well. 38-28, Trojans up 10, 6:24 to play in the ball game. Back with more Trojans basketball after this timeout.
We're the X's and O's. Playing high school football has taught me respect for my coaches and teammates, our opponents, and the officials.
On the softball field, I learned how to be accountable for my actions and how they affect the rest of my team.
Every game reminds us that humility means winning with class and losing with grace. I'm Dante Pope from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ashton Elpers from North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins and losses, highs and lows, success and failure, they are all part of being a student athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these ups and downs on the field prepares us to handle them off the field, too.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty. Be a champion of high school sports and the lessons they teach by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing character. This is education-based athletics. This is your IHSAA.
Back to live action. We've got 6 minutes and 24 seconds left in the contest. Trojans up 10, 38-28. Some token full court pressure by the Eagles, and Newcastle will break it. In the left corner is Mendoza. Now out of the Trojan emblem is Bennett. Mendoza left elbow. Left wing Miller. Over to Eaton. Now Bennett on the right wing area. Bennett throws it to the Trojan emblem to Mendoza. Mendoza will hand off to Melton. Now Eaton got it. 5:50 left in the contest. Melton, 5-second count is on, and Melton has it stopped. Oh, there's a twisted leg by an Eagle player. Newcastle will turn it over. Bragg twisted his leg, will go up from the right side, miss it, and Eaton's got the rebound for Newcastle. Good to see Bragg get right up there. I thought that was going to be more serious as he twisted that leg. Here's Miller with the rock. He gets fouled out top, being double teamed. That's going to be the second foul on the Eagles. That foul was on Jackson Peters. That is his first team second. Bennett will inbounds right in front of yours truly. With 5:16 left in the ball game. Here's Melton, left corner. He gets double teamed by Bragg. He splits the double team and will give it to Eaton. Now Mendoza from the left side tries to drive, gets cut off. Now he'll go up, misses the shot, trying to get his own rebound, and it's going to go off an Eagle player. Bragg down once again for the Eagles. 5 minutes and 1 second left in the ball game. Bragg will come out for Delta. Lance Ringler, Brandon Chambers, and Ryan Fitzgerald, the three men wearing the stripes, have done a pretty good job tonight refereeing this game. Bennett on the take gets a body bump as soon as I say that. No call. Eagles will have the pumpkin and they throw it away. So each team with turnovers in about 5 seconds apart. That is the 12th on Delta and the 8th on Newcastle. Now here comes some more intense full court pressure by the Eagles, man-to-man style. Melton gives it to Bennett. Bennett, right side to Eaton. And Matt Luce called the timeout right before the travel. Mark Detweiler says, I thought the travel happened before the timeout. Nonetheless, with 4 minutes and 38 seconds left in this ball game, Trojans still have a 10-point lead. Back with more Trojans basketball after this. Tio?
Animals are languishing in U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look a certain way. These dogs are just as deserving of loving homes as any type of dog, which is why we decided to help them get out of kennels. Join the thousands of supporters of our mission to help us expand our national reach and proudly place more dogs from kennels into their forever homes. To learn more about our mission, please visit us at kennel2couch.org.
Animals are languishing in U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look a certain way. These dogs are just as deserving of loving homes as any type of dog, which is why we decided to help them get out of kennels. Join the thousands of supporters of our mission to help us expand our national reach and proudly place more dogs from kennels into their forever homes. To learn more about our mission, please visit us at kennel2couch.org.
My name is Bobby.
Lorenzo Pettiford, Ryan James, bringing you Newcastle Trojans basketball. 4 minutes and 38 seconds left in the ball game. Miller will catch the inbound pass, guarded tightly by Lynch. Eaton with it. Trojans working some clock. Looking for high percentage shots now with the 10-point lead. So they're in that type of game pattern where there's the 5-second call. That's the second time Newcastle has had that done against them. 9th turnover on the Trojans, 3rd in the quarter. Right side Peters. Now Bragg on the right wing. Bragg, a deep one. That's good. That is his 11th point of the ball game. His first points in the 4th quarter. And the lead is down to 7. And Newcastle almost turns it over. Miller will get possession of it. Mendoza, spin move, now gets cut off and double team. He will go to Eaton. Now Melton. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left in the ball game. An eternity. Melton on a take from the right side and avoided the charge with that nice slide to the right. Mendoza gets his 7th. Melton gets his 7th point. Here's Peters from the left side, no good. Phillips gets that rebound for the Eagles, and he will go in from the right side. Phillips missed the layup, but he's fouled. That's going to be on Luke Mendoza. That is Mendoza's first foul. And the team's first here in the 4th quarter. 9-point lead for Newcastle, but Chase Phillips is going to try to do something about that for the Eagles. His first free throw in this set is way short. He will have one more. Eagles are now 2 out of 6 as a team from the line. They shoot 65% from the charity stripe, but not tonight. This one is up, and this one is good. So he'll go 1 out of 2. So they are now 3 out of 7. Full court pressure, and they will foul Mendoza in the backcourt. That foul will be against Chase Phillips. And I believe that's Phillips' first. Yep, that is Chase's first. The team's third. Bennett will inbounds for the Trojans. Out to Eaton. Eaton will have an opportunity to lay it in, and he does. Nice pass from Braylon Bennett to Lucas Eaton. 2 easy ones there. Ramsey on a deep 3, and he will hit, and another timeout by the Eagles. 42-35, back to a 7-point lead. It's another full timeout, so we'll do the same. There's 3 minutes and 4 seconds left in the ball game. Trojans up 7, back after these commercial messages.
I'm a veteran and lost my leg at roadside volleyball. My victory was going from a wheelchair to becoming a weightlifting champion.
I'm Sam. I'm a veteran. My victory was finding a career I can be proud of and supporting my family.
America's veterans are on their most important tour, the tour of their lives.
I'm a veteran. My victory is going from homeless to home.
At DAV, we're on a mission to help veterans get the benefits they've earned.
I'm a veteran, and my victory was finishing my education.
DAV offers veterans of all generations a lifetime of support for victories great and small.
My victory was proving that disability is not a limitation.
My victory was getting my service dog a new best friend.
We help more than 1 million veterans every year as they face and conquer their challenges.
My victory is being able to be there for my family.
When America's veterans win, we all win. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Back we are to live action. Newcastle inbound to Mendoza, back to Bennett. Bennett gets double teamed in the backcourt, and Miller's now got it. Bennett double teamed once again in the backcourt, and there is the 10-second count. Turnover number 4 in the quarter for Newcastle, 10th of the ball game. Trojans still up 7, but 2:54 left in the ball game. Right now it is a 3-possession game. Here is Bragg, his 3 is good. That's his second trifecta and the third trifecta for the Eagles in the quarter. 42-38, 4-point lead, 2-possession game with 2:30 left in the contest. A lot of time. And Bennett gets it knocked out of his hands in that left corner. It's going to be Newcastle basketball. Things are starting to get tighter here. And Bennett having trouble getting it in. He just does to Miller. Miller guarded by Lynch. Miller left side to Bennett. Bennett will get to the left block area before he kicks it to Miller, and it's good. Mason Miller with the 7th point in the quarter, 19th of the ball game. A long 3 by the Eagles. Eaton with the rebound. The Trojans up 45-38 with the pumpkin. Under the 2-minute mark we go. Huge shot by Mason Miller. Here's Melton on a take, and he'll use his body to screen off the defender and use some English. He'll make the layup, and he's got an and one coming. Maddox Melton with his second field goal in the 4th quarter, and now he'll have an and one to try to put Newcastle back up 10. 1:49 left in the ball game. Melton, the 72% free throw shooter, going there for the first time tonight. 13 out of 18. Make it. Oh, he's short. 13 out of 19. Here is Phillips, right down the paint. Misses the shot. Eaton with another rebound. And I believe Eaton might have got fouled. That will be the 15th foul on the Eagles. So they'll be shooting 2 for the rest of the ball game, Newcastle to shoot free throws with 1 minute and 42 seconds left. 47-38. 1 minute, 42 seconds left in the game. The Trojans have not won 3 games in a row all season long, and they're a minute and 42 seconds away from winning their 3rd game in a row. They beat Monroe Central and Franklin County in their last 2 outings. And with a 9-point lead currently right now, Eaton's going to try to extend it to 10 and 11. He's got 2 free throws. He's shooting 50% coming into the night. He's 1 out of 2 tonight, right at 50. So here's his first free throw in this set. That's up and good. Eaton will have one more to give Newcastle an 11-point lead if he hits it. Ryan Sturgis will be checking in on the next dead ball for Newcastle. This free throw by Eaton is good. He's 3 out of 4 tonight, and the Trojans have their largest lead of 11 with a minute and 42 seconds left. Eagles, Jackson, Peters. Here is Lynch. Oh, did he walk? Euro step at best, and they're going to call a foul on the Trojans trying to get that rebound. That's going to be on Braylon Bennett, his second, and only the team's second here in the 4th quarter. So 1:30 left, 90 seconds to go. Trojans up 11. Eagles will inbounds. 4-possession game. Here is a turnaround shot by Bragg. It's good. Man, he's got 8 points in the quarter. 9-point lead. 3-possession game for. And Newcastle almost lost it. And they're going to call that foul on Newcastle. Sturgis. That is his first, the team's 3rd. That is the 11th turnover on Newcastle, 5th in the quarter. Mendoza coming in, Sturgis coming out. 3-possession game, 49-40. 1:15 left in the contest. Phillips in the paint. Shot blocked by Mendoza. 13th turnover on the Eagles. And then the Eagles will foul a Trojan. That foul is on Peters or Bragg. Here's Mendoza to shoot the first of 2. This one is up and good. Luke Mendoza comes in shooting 43% tonight. He's now 1 out of 2. That foul was on Phillips, his 3rd. Here is Mendoza's second, and it's good. He'll go 2 for 2 in that set. And it is 51-40, back to that 11-point lead. 70 seconds left in the ball game. Lynch, free throw jumper will be short. Rebound batted out by an Eagle. I think that was Peters that knocked it out. And it's going to stay Trojans basketball. Here's Miller across the timeline, gets a push in the back, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2. That foul on Ramsey, his first. They've been over the limit for quite some time now, have the Eagles. In the 84% free throw shooter, Eminem Mason Miller to shoot 2. 12-point lead, the largest. Miller now with 8 points in this 4th quarter. He'll go for point number 9 in the quarter and 21 for the game, and he's got it. 13-point lead is Newcastle's largest. 55 seconds left in the game. Clock is ticking. Phillips. Oh, he's walking all over the place. He will make the layup and be fouled. Well, if you get 5 steps, I think I can make a layup. So Phillips will score his fifth point in the quarter. That fouls the second foul on Luke Mendoza. And Phillips has got the and one free throw coming. The 47% free throw shooter will miss. And Miller gets the rebound. 40 seconds left in the ball game. Trojans up 11. Mendoza out 2. Bennett, now Eaton's got it with 30 seconds. Bennett, right side. Bennett picks up his dribble. Newcastle will call the timeout with 23 seconds left. As Newcastle, with 23 seconds left, an 11-point lead. I'm about ready to call this game. I think the Trojans are going to win their 9th game of the year, and for the first time since December the 5th, I think it was, which is the 3rd game of the season, our Newcastle Trojans will get to a winning record of 500. Yes, I'm going to officially call it. With 23 seconds left, we're up 11. It would take a miracle for the Eagles to come back and even force an overtime. What a hard-fought game. What a well-played game. And Newcastle, like Coach Lou said in our pregame talk, yeah, I know there's a streak by the Eagles. They've got a streak going of 3 consecutive regular season wins and tournament wins. That's 6 games, folks, 6 in a row that they beat our Newcastle Trojans in. 3 in the regular season and 3 in the tournament the last 3 years. That streak's about ready to stop. I've been teasing Coach Detweiler that he's almost got home court advantage here after winning 6 in a row. Nice job by Newcastle. Just work the clock. Down low to Eaton, and he won't even shoot. He could have. And Newcastle will win this ball game 53-42. The Trojans win 3 in a row, and they get to 9-9. The Eagles will drop to 10-8, and that will be Mark Detweiler's 62nd loss at Delta, his 255th loss in his 28 years of coaching. He still has 398 wins total. And Matt Luce will get career victory number 394, 4 wins away from the magical 400. And here at Newcastle, he gets his 9th victory. What a nice win for our Newcastle Trojans, 53-42. We will now take our end of the game break, gather up some stats. We hope to talk to head coach Matt Luce and maybe a player or two. That's been the going thing as of late. So we'll see if Coach Luce and a couple of players will come out and join us in our postgame show. 53-42, back with our postgame show after these commercial messages.
More than X's and O's, playing high school football has taught me respect for my coaches and teammates, our opponents, and the officials.
On the softball field, I learned how to be accountable for my actions and how they affect the rest of my team.
Every game reminds us that humility means winning with class and losing with grace. I'm Dante Pope from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ashton Elpers from North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins and losses, highs and lows, success and failure, they are all part of being a student athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these ups and downs on the field prepares us to handle them off the field, too.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Be a champion of high school sports and the lessons they teach by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing character. This is education-based athletics. This is your IHSAA.
Animals are languishing in U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look a certain way. These dogs are just as deserving of loving homes as any type of dog, which is why we decided to help them get out of kennels. Join the thousands of supporters of our mission to help us expand our national reach and proudly place more dogs from kennels into their forever homes. To learn more about our mission, please visit us at kennel2couch.org.
Animals are languishing in U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look a certain way. These dogs are just as deserving of loving homes as any type of dog, which is why we decided to help them get out of kennels. Join the thousands of supporters of our mission to help us expand our national reach and proudly place more dogs from kennels into their forever homes. To learn more about our mission, please visit us at kenneltocouch.org.
My name is Bobby. I'm a veteran and lost my leg to a roadside bomb. My victory was going from a wheelchair to becoming a weightlifting champion.
I'm Sam. I'm a veteran. My victory was finding a career I can be proud of and supporting my family.
America's veterans are on their most important tour, the tour of their lives.
I'm a veteran. My victory is going from homeless to home.
At DAV, we're on a mission to help veterans get the benefits they've earned.
I'm a veteran, and my victory was finishing my education.
DAV offers veterans of all generations a lifetime of support for victories great and small.
My victory was proving that disability is not a limitation.
My victory was getting my service dog a new best friend.
We help more than 1 million veterans every year as they face and conquer their challenges.
My victory is being able to be there for my family.
When America's veterans win, we all win. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
A tree can be a warrior, battling global challenges with greater courage. A tree can be a solution, cleaning our air, supporting our communities, and protecting our wildlife. A tree can be noble, growing hope in every corner of the world. That's why now is the time for trees, millions of trees. Join our planting movement at arborday.org. Get on board.
The water is open. It's time to go boating and fishing and leave stress in our wake. Feel the wind as we ride and a fish on the line. Reel in our first catch and feel the sun at our backs. It's get out on the water season. It's time to get on board. Find out where to get on board near you. Visit Take Me Fishing and Discover Boating to learn more. And please recreate responsibly.
Get on board.
Since the moment you were born, I've made 1,000 wishes. Wishes for your future. In a world that's changing fast. For all of the things you may one day do. Do play and laugh. So do win and lose. Do learn from your mistakes. And challenge yourself to grow. Do not be afraid. Or make decisions based in fear. Do it all with confidence and with kindness and strength. Do call your mom and ask her for advice. And always do your best to remember that no matter what you do in this life, what matters to me is that you keep doing it. I love you always, Mom. Inspire kids to do at 4h.org.
Back we are inside the field house here in beautiful Newcastle, Indiana, where the Trojans, for the first time this year, have now won 3 games in a row, beating Monroe Central 57-39 and Franklin County 49-40. And then here tonight, they'll take care of the Delta Eagles in Hoosier Heritage Conference play, 53-42. We're gathering up a few more stats here, and we hope to have head coach Matt Luce and maybe a player or two if he brings one out. He has the last couple of games. Or now, I might even be varsity assistant Jason Williams. So I will turn around here and get to our post-game show. Get ready for a coach to come out, get the chair turned around. Ryan James does a great job for us. We can't do it without him, so we got to thank Ryan James, as always, for operating our camera to bring you Trojans basketball on our YouTube stream. Again, welcome to our post-game show. Lorenzo Bedford sitting here inside the field house, as we'll go down into the game stats. First of all, for the Delta Eagles in their 9th-year head coach Mark Detweiler they had one player in double digits, and that was Lucas Bragg. Bragg scored 8 of his 16 points, half of them in the fourth quarter. Chase Phillips added 7. Ryan Lynch also had 7. Walker Johnson had 6. Madden Ramsey added a trifecta in the fourth quarter. He had 3. And Jackson Peters knocked down a 3 in the second quarter. He'll finish with 3. The Eagles went to the line 8 times tonight. They only made 3 of it. So they came in shooting 65% from the charity stripe. They shoot much worse than that tonight, as they'll go well below 50% tonight, going 3 out of 8 as a team. The Eagles had 13 turnovers, and I had them for 14 rebounds. For our Newcastle Trojans, once again, Eminem will lead the way in scoring. Mason Miller leads all scorers with 21 points. Adding 8 points was Braylon Bennett, 9 points for Maddox Melton, 2 points for Ryan Sturgis. They came from the free throw line in the third quarter on a hard foul, but he bounced right up and knocked down both of those free throws, did Sturgis. So he'll finish with 2. Lucas Eaton went 3 out of 4 from the charity stripe, and he also hit a field goal. So he'll end with 5 points. A good offensive outing for Lucas Eaton. And Luke Mendoza will finish with 8 points. And that was the 53 for the Newcastle Trojans. The Trojans had 11 turnovers and 17 rebounds. All right, we're going to have the big guys here with me for tonight's the postgame show. We're going to start off with Mr. Nick Godby. And I tell you what, Mr. Nick Godby, man, were you a rebound machine early in that first half, getting all kinds of rebounds and doing some good things to help Newcastle get some second and third shot opportunities at times. You knew you were going to have a tough game in Hoosier Heritage Conference play against the Eagles, and I think you guys are ready to play tonight.
Yeah, I thought we came out, in the first half we were kind of struggling with turnovers and just getting sped up. But I really think in the third quarter we came together, held them to 4 points.
Right.
Really just got our defense settled, and from there it was just, yeah.
You got in a little bit of foul trouble, but you didn't foul out. So how tough was it out there guarding that 6'7" freshman, Walker Johnson?
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty good, man. But then again, it's a team sport, and our team was just a better team tonight.
Absolutely. And now you guys, for the first time all season, Mr. Nick Godby, have won 3 games in a row. You got to be feeling good right now as far as what you guys have been doing as of late.
Yeah, well, here soon, I mean, just the past few weeks we've been really locked in practice, really making sure to have a good practice every single day, and that can tell in our gameplay, obviously. 3 in a row.
Absolutely, and this is really your first year of getting a lot of varsity minutes, and you've been taking great advantage of it. And I just think that you, as well as Luke Mendoza, the 2 bigs for Newcastle. Not that you guys are 6'7" or anything, but you guys are the 2 bigs. You two are really starting to play well.
Yeah. I just think like we're still getting into filling our roles, feeling things out. It's all new. I think we'll have a fun time for the rest of the season.
Nothing like winning, right? 3 in a row. That's just the best of it, isn't it?
Yeah. Nothing like winning.
Good job tonight, buddy.
Thank you.
We're bringing your teammate, Mr. Luke Mendoza. Number 40, Luke Mendoza, the 6-foot sophomore, joins us in the post-game show. Hey, good game out of you two tonight. Tonight you'll finish with 8 points on my scorecard, several rebounds, and some good defensive play. And like I was telling Nick Godby, you two, this is the first year that you're playing a lot of varsity minutes, and now starting, of course. So you guys are taking advantage of that and really have improved a lot as the season is going on. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Okay. And also, this is your 3rd game in a row now that you won, so you guys are really starting to gel at the right time as we end towards the regular season and get ready for the tournament.
Yeah, we got Pendleton next Tuesday.
Yeah.
It'll be a tougher opponent, so we're looking forward to that.
Yeah. And tonight was your first conference win, the Hoosier Heritage Conference. That's always good.
Yeah, haven't beat Delta in a minute.
They've won the last 6 times we've played them, 3 in the regular season and 3 in the tournament. They've kind of had Newcastle's number, but that all stopped tonight. So I know you're glad with the win. So you got Milton Heights coming up. What's the main thing that you want to see this team get better at in the last 4 or 5 games before the tournament?
I mean, as a team, we've grown a lot. Used to Coach Lee's coaching because he praises defense and rebounding and everything. I think we need to stick to it. We're starting to improve as a team together and everything.
You and Nick are the bigs. Not that you guys are 6'7" or 6'8", but bottom line is, they list you at 6 foot and they let Godby at 6'3". But you guys are doing all that hard inside work, the physical play that goes on inside, and you guys have really done a good job the last 7, 8, 9 ball games. You guys are really coming on. So, buddy, you got a lot to say to me tonight, don't you? But you're playing well, man. Keep it up, and we'll see you at film tonight. All right, that is Luke Mendoza. Now we're going to get varsity assistant head coach, Mr. Jason Williams, to join us here in our post-game show. And Jason, I was just telling these two guys, Nick Godby and Luke Mendoza, that they are the ones that got to do most of that dirty work inside. They're considered your bigs this year, and they're doing a really good job at it.
They're doing a great job. Luke is a man of very few words.
I've noticed that.
He doesn't talk a whole lot. So glad to see it's not just in practice, in interviews too. He doesn't talk much. But
I'll get him to talk more. Next time.
But those two guys have really flourished here over the last month or so. As is the whole team. So tonight's a huge win, conference win. Like you said, Delta's kind of had our number for a while.
Wow. Have they? Yeah. But you know what? I like what Coach Luce told me in my pregame talk with him today. I said, Coach, this Mark Detweiler, they both are approaching 400 career victories. I said, he's a great coach, and man, he just had our numbers the last 3 regular season games he's won against us, and the last 3, and also the tournament games. So 3 regular season games in a row and 3 tournament games in a row. Unfortunately, he is 6 for 6 against us in the last 6 outings, and he's had our number. Coach said, Coach said to me, hey, well, this is my first year here at Newcastle, so my record against him is 0-0, and we'll see. He goes, I'm not saying we're going to win tonight, but it's 0-0. We're going to be ready to play tonight, and now it's 1-0.
That sounds just like Coach. I've known Coach Detweiler for, he was actually way back in the day. We won't say how long, but way back in the day, he was one of my varsity assistants when I played in high school. So I've known Coach Detweiler for a long time. Great guy, great family. But tonight, I'm just lost for words on how hard these kids played. And
wow.
Big thing is now you're learning how to win. Crunch time. We were up 10, and they cut it to 4 or 5 on back-to-back threes or back-to-back buckets. I know one of them was a 3. And if that was us a month and a half ago, I'm not sure the outcome would have been the same tonight. But our kids dug deep, and they played their tails off. We were so proud of them.
They did, and the all-important fourth and final quarter, this Trojans team was 6 out of 7 from the free throw line. When you need them, you got to step up and knock them down in that fourth quarter to hang on to your lead. You go 6 out of 7, and for the game, you were 11 out of 13 compared to Delta. They were just 3 of 8. So you guys did a good job from the free throw line, and then like you said, you learned how to win your execution in the fourth quarter with pressure on you. Fourth pressure was pretty solid, and you guys end up winning by 11.
We had a couple turnovers there late, and it wasn't for lack of effort. A couple of them we just got going too fast, and we still need to learn how to slow down a little bit and take care of the ball. But they did a heck of a job.
We're going to bring up a couple other things here with you, Coach. Ryan Sturgis, who has now him and Lucas Edenman come off the bench the last 3 or 4 ball games. But he took Sturgis on a nice drive he ran into the 6'7" big man, and he put him down pretty hard on that left shoulder. And I was afraid there for a while that it was going to be dislocated. I hated to even say it on the air because I'm like, if I say it, I might speak it into truth. But how is he? He stepped up and knocked both free throws down, then he came out.
Yeah, he seems to be okay. I mean, whenever he would come off the floor, tapping hands and stuff, he was always going with his right hand. He wouldn't tap with his left. But he seems to be okay, and those were two huge free throws that he hit. And Ryan's a great shooter. I mean, he's a pure shooter.
Yeah, he is.
He's done a great job. So I think he's gonna be okay. I'm sure he'll feel it in the morning when he gets up.
Number 4, the 6'1" senior, Eminem, Mason Miller. His game is so just I hate to say that he's perfect, but he does so many good things, and he knows when the team needs him. Some games he'll come out in the first quarter, have 11 points. Tonight, first quarter, 0 points. Second quarter, he's got 7. We need to pick up our offensive scoring. He can sense it. So he gets 7 in the second quarter, and third quarter he gets 5. But in the fourth quarter, again, tight situation. They're starting to make a run. He sets up and gets 2, 4, 6, 9 points, the most points scored in the quarter. In that fourth quarter, knocking down both throws as well. He just kind of picks his spot and sees when they really need him.
Yeah, they were making a run, and he hit that in front of our bench.
Yes.
That was huge.
It was.
That was huge. And Mason, and not to mention, and I'll give him a plug for his defense because he's also guarding Delta's best player as well. Yeah. And he does that nearly every
night.
Yep. Every night he guards the other team's best player. So whatever he gets is hard-earned points, and he's also he's seeing some defenses and seeing a lot of guys come after him. On a nightly basis that can, and they rotate in and out and switch people up on him.
At times, I thought Delta did a great job on him, denying him the ball and getting up into him, making it even difficult to catch a pass. But again, he finds a way to get open, and he finds a way to pick and choose when he's going to launch them threes. And that's what I mean. He's so heady out there. I guess the word that I'm looking for.
And a couple other guys, Nick Godby played really, really well.
Yes.
He got in some foul trouble, and this is the first time where we've really had to play without him on the floor. He's a great athlete. I don't think people give him enough credit for the athlete he really is. Obviously we need to get him to finish a little better around the rim and stuff like that. But he's young.
Two sophomores, him and Mendoza.
Yeah, and then Lucas Eaton tonight. Lucas was, that's by far the best game that he's ever played.
Yeah.
For sure. He was huge down there on the defensive end, getting some rebounds, got a couple loose balls, hit some big time free throws.
Yep.
And I think he really wanted to take one down and dunk it on that fast break, and he decided against it. So probably a great choice right there. Probably a great choice.
Well, the Newcastle Trojans are now, Coach, 9-9. The first time you've been with a winning record since December the 5th, the third game in when you were 2-1, I think.
Yeah.
So it's good. You guys have worked awful hard to get this record to 500, and now after tonight, you got 4 games left.
Yeah. We got a Pendleton Heights team on Tuesday that's really, really good. They are good. They can shoot the three. They can play inside. They are a good basketball team. And then we got Shenandoah coming in here next Friday night. And they're a good team too. I think they're 14-2 or
I saw that
4 something like that. So yeah, they're a good team. So, but Pendleton Heights is first, and we'll get them in here tomorrow and on Monday and have a good practice and get ready to get at it again.
All right. Well, I know that Coach Luce has got to be happy with how his kids performed throughout the game tonight. I mean, there were some miscues here and there. There always are in every game. But when it came down to really hanging on to the lead and making some smart plays out there, your Trojans did it tonight.
They did. We're proud of them.
All right.
Great game.
Well, thanks for coming out.
All right.
Great win. That is varsity assistant Jason Williams. And for a final time now, the Newcastle Trojans. Did I read the Newcastle Trojan stats? Mason Miller led the team in scoring with 21. Braylon Bennett had 8. Maddox Melton 9. Ryan Sturgis had 2. Lucas Eaton 5. And Luke Mendoza added 8. For a final time, then, the Newcastle Trojans win 53-42. Next up for our Newcastle Trojans will be, as you heard varsity assistant coach Jason Williams say, this Tuesday at Pendleton Heights for more Hoosier Heritage Conference basketball. And then they'll come back on Friday night next week and play Shenandoah back on the Fieldhouse floor. By the way, the Delta Eagles' next game will be this Saturday as they'll take on Lawrenceburg, and that game will be at Lawrenceburg. Trojans win 53-42. Hey, folks, enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll be back on the airways this Tuesday night from Pendleton Heights.